Alright there, YouTube. Today we're going to be building a Socket LGA 775 gaming PC on a budget. I've spent in total, minus the operating cost, I spent $40 for the video card, spent $8 for the CPU. I have two different CPUs. I have the CPU the motherboard come with, which is Core 2 Duo E5400, and I have Core 2 Duo E8400, and I have a Xeon E3110 that works phenomenally for gaming. In the future, I will be upgrading to an X5450 Xeon processor, or the Core 2 Quad X9770, which is by today's standards equivalent to a Core i5. And the video card is a HD 5450 Deluxe Edition GDDR3 2GB edition. Yeah, I have the box right here. It is XFX Radeon Deluxe Edition. And okay, let's get started. That's pretty much with the specs. I'll get with you guys just a second. I'll pause the video. I will install the CPU and get back to you guys in a second. Oh, forgot to press play. I forgot to mention that the Xeon E3110 comes from LGA 771 socket. It is the modified version from eBay to fit the socket 775. Okay, pause you guys. I'll be right back. There's the processor inside the motherboard, the socket 775. Went in without a hitch, just to show you guys that the 771 sockets can and will, if it's the modified version, fit into a 771 socket. There you guys go. That's kind of hard to do with one hand, as you can see. And I'm going to apply thermal paste, and I'll be back in a second. It is Arctic Silver 5. And the heatsink is a typical Intel dual-core heatsink, 4-pin. And I forgot to mention the motherboard is a P5PKLE EPU. EPU stands for Extreme Processing Unit. This is compatible with the Core 2 Extreme processors and the Core 2 Quad Extreme processors. Be back in a second. And I'm going to install the heatsink to that. When you guys, when you return, this heatsink will be attached. Alright YouTube, heatsink is installed. For future reference, let you guys know, I hate this push pin lock design. I will be investing in an Evo 212, Hyper 212 Evo, or water cooling. In the description or in the comments, somebody leave me an answer which would they prefer to see in this build in the future. Okay, I will pause you and let me go and collect up my PC2 6400 RAM, and I'll return in a second. Alright guys, I lied. This is crucial. DDR2 unbuffered RAM, obviously, is PC2 5300 and PC2, I want to say 6400 I ordered. It's China and United States edition. Honestly, I couldn't tell you the difference between these two, but when I boot this up, it runs in interleaved mode, and you can't really tell the difference between two identical sticks of RAM and interleaved mode. Let me give you a quick information. Somebody please correct me if I'm wrong. Interleaved mode is where the processor or the motherboard give me a second here, let me think. It was right on top of my head. Never mind, just forget what I said. I know what it is. It's right on tip of my tongue, I just can't say it. And I will install this as you would usually install DDR2 RAM.
Who are you talking to?
Alright, I'm installing the RAM. Push down middle, or two sides. I'll pause you guys in a second just so I don't screw this up. One stick installed. Two stick installed. Okay guys, on to the next one. If anybody knows the make and model of this, I believe it was MSI design. I do have the front bezel cover. It's just a flat with a lock. And they do not make these anymore, not that I am aware of. But if anyone knows how and where to purchase these cases, I would love to purchase another one. Quite a few of them. And this is a gaming edition case. It has side window paint. The paint is very poor. The person that gave me this case it was his first PC, and he didn't do really good with the paint job, and it has been sitting in his garage for God knows how long. I took out an MSI motherboard. It was socket 478. It had a decent graphics card in it. It had an XFX Voodoo card in it at 512 megabytes. Strange to be that motherboard had SATA 1 on it. And anybody knows what the name and brand of this case is and where to find it and where to buy it, please let me know. I'll be back in a second when this motherboard is installed in that case. Alright, I ran into a little issue. The standoff that goes right there was stripped out, and I had to MacGyver my own standoff. I used hot glue. I just made a little bubble right there. That way the board cannot short out if it's sitting on bare metal. It'll be sitting on hot glue, dry hot glue. I'm letting it dry right now. I'm going to put some right there as well. There's a... give me a second to find it. Right there. I need to put one right there. That is the screw hole just below the DDR2 RAM. I also forgot to mention that I bought 3 80mm blue LED thermal tape bands. These claim to flow at 45 CFM. I'll let you guys know when I have them installed too as well. Alright, after about 10 minutes of finagling, I finally feel safe that these screw holes are not going to short out. I did make some MacGyvered standoffs with hot glue. Motherboard is installed. Next on my list is Kentech power supply, 680 watts. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's cheap, $30 power supply. Not my power supply of choice. I was going to get an EVGA 450 watt. That was my power supply of choice. I'll be back when it's installed. Alright, I'm back. I got the fans installed. I was running out of time. And I got the fans installed. Pull out. Basically, bottom up, heat out. Alright, be back when I have everything else installed. Alright, got the power button, everything all, everything like that wired up. Be back in a minute. Alright, the hard drive is a Seagate Video 3.5 inch hard drive, 1 terabyte. And I believe this is a 7200 RPM or 73. I'm not 100% sure. I got it out of a cable box. Alright, I have the hard drive installed and the hard drive caddy. Now for the disk drives.